Getting some work done on a autumn fall jumper for Raina. Got this fun little panel. I'm sewing outside, enjoying the rain. Very light drizzle. And the sewing machine is set up right there.
Stretching and curving the straight binding to the opening and clipping the seam allowance.
Have the binding on the pocket openings, and now I'm just going to sew down at this side seam on each side. Then I'll lay it out and make sure that top right here is nice and even, and then I'll sew that down. I have the pocket panels sewn along the sides and along the top. I have the sides sewn down and the top. I don't need to do the bottom because it will just go under when I do the hem. It's time to sew the hem. So I will just turn it under and sew all the way around. So this is green, obviously. This is that rust dark red color. I have the olivey forest green on the top, and on the bottom I have the orangey rust color. So I will have it upside down like that to sew the hem all the way around on the orange, so that the orange is a thread that will be showing. And then when I get to this part, I'll just flip it over and sew it so that the green is what's showing down there.
The jumper has a curved hemline, and because it's stretchy, I can curve it as I pull around sewing. So it usually lays nice and flat, though it's curved.
So the hem's done on the orange color all the way around. Flipping it over, all clipped in place. Sewing right side up so the green will show. Looks like there's a friendly little bee who also wonders what's for second breakfast. Getting ready to sew the neck binding. I am sewing it right side to wrong side. So after it's sewn, I'll flip it over like that.
Pulling and curving the straight binding to fit the neck opening and taking care to get all 3 layers.
Now I need to trim close to the seam allowance. And after I trim close to the seam allowance, I'll put a couple little snips in along the curve. And you have a curved seam. It's good to kind of clip the edges so that it'll lay flat. It's been trimmed close to the seam allowance. We got some little clips along the curve. So this is what it looks like. I'll fold this down like that. And I will do a stitch to hold it down all the way around. I'm using my vintage sewing machine that doesn't have an official stretch stitch, so I'll be doing a zigzag. I'll put my width, my stitch width, to a 3. My machine goes from 0 to 4. I'll put the zigzag width at 2.5. See how that looks.
I think I should have used a slightly longer neckband and sewed a little bit closer to the edge, but it is what it is.